So now that we have created our contact page, the second in our tutorial that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and work on our schedule page, or what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and rename this. So let's go ahead and rename this calendar. And we're going to go ahead and update that. And so now we have our calendar. We're going to go ahead and put this as our second thing. And this seems to be an appropriate icon, so we'll leave the icon alone. And then we're going to go here and we're going to go ahead and edit it. So as you can see, what happens is that we have a schedule page. So what we can do is we can add a new event. So let's say that our students have a homework assignment. So we're going to go ahead and put the start date as today. So let's say I assign the assignment today, and I assign the assignment at 7:15 in the morning. So maybe school starts 7:15 in the morning. So that's the start of the assignment. I can hit done. And the assignment is going to be due next Monday on the 9th. And the time that it's due is at the end of the day. So we can go ahead and we can change that to 2 o'clock. And we can change that to the end of the day. Now you can add several events. So if you have separate classes, what you can do, of course, is in the event name, you can say period 1, and then you can put the time for period 1, and then period 2, and put the event time for period 2, and so forth. The location would be maybe the room number, and the venue would be the school. You can indicate whether it's an all-day event. You can select whether or not it occurs once, daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. So let's say that you have weekly journals, then you may want to go ahead and set up a weekly rotation. So we're going to go ahead and put the event name. So for the project, we're going to go ahead and put an app creation project. So maybe we'll go ahead and have the students create their own app. Create an app for Hamlet. So for my class, the students may have just finished reading Hamlet, and I want them to go ahead and create an app that someone could use to learn about Hamlet. So I'm going to go ahead and insert this. And so now what you can see here is that I have my event added. I can also, if you notice, it automatically syncs it, or it can sync it for the students. They can add it to their Outlook page, they can add it to their Windows Live, or they can even add it to their Google Calendar should they have one. And you can see that if they want, they can go onto the description, and you can see that they can even post this onto their Facebook or their Google Plus account and get some more information. And so here's the description here: create an app for Hamlet, so that they understand what it is that they are supposed to do. And so I can go ahead and I can create multiple events. So I'm going to go ahead and add a second event just so that we can see what that looks like. So let's say that I have an assignment that I know I'm going to assign on Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to assign this at first thing in the morning for all my classes. And so I'm going to have it turned in by Friday. And they're going to have to turn this in by 2 o'clock, by the end of the day at 2:15. And maybe it's something really simple. So the location, my classroom, the venue, Klein Forest High School. And so the event name is bring in permission slips. Please bring permission slips. Misspelling all over the place. Please bring in permission slips for field trip next month. So we may have a time window in which the students have to bring in those permission slips. If you notice, we can also select an image. So if I have an image up here that I want to put, I can put an image up there. But I don't have an image, so I'm just going to go ahead and just hit insert. And so as you can see here, what we have is now we have several events on our event page. And so again, when we click on the description, we can see that we have a description of what our event is, and the students can, of course, add it to their Facebook, they can add it to their Twitter account, Google+, Outlook, their Google Calendar, or their Windows Live. So there's a number of places that they can also sync it to so that they don't forget. This is a great, great app page for students who continuously forget homework, and very, very easy to use. So thank you again for the tutorial.